What's up, y'all? Welcome to Pure and Cut Lakers. I'm watching Alan Sliwa right now, and he's wondering why the Lakers keep giving up points, why their defense is so bad. You guys, the answer is super simple. The Lakers don't give a shit about defense, okay? And I think a lot of you guys might be like, yeah, duh, nah, no shit, right? Nah, you guys, it's something different than that, okay? I'm just gonna liken it to my life. I'm just gonna tell you. Yo, when people keep doing the same shit over and over and over again, they keep getting burned and they keep doing the same shit. Then they keep getting burned and they keep doing the same shit. You guys, they don't care. They do not care. And that's what I think a lot of people aren't getting about this team. I told you guys in the last video, if you don't pick, someone will pick for you. If you don't make a decision, someone will make the decision for you. That's in all aspects of your life, right? If you choose to drop out of high school, the society says that you can still become a millionaire or a billionaire. You can. But society says we have predetermined the range of your success. For example, you're not going to go be the CEO of no Fortune 500 company. That's out now. You cannot do that. You're not going to go and just walk in and be an engineer somewhere. That's out. The society has dictated for you. You drop out, you make that decision. Society will dictate what happens to you there. Right? If you smoke all your life, your health will dictate what happens to you later. So when I say if you don't pick, someone will pick for you, what I really mean to say is that even when you think you don't pick, you've picked. You may not want to acknowledge it, but you've picked. And that's what's going on with the Lakers and their defense right now. The Lakers, every time they get out and after a game and go to a press conference, they're going to say something. They're going to tell you that good shit. They're going to feed you that ear candy. You know, they're going to lie to you and make it sound fly to you. That's what they do. And they're going to come out and say, oh, we got to improve our defense. You know, we got to up our game on that. But they're going to tell you all that cliche bullshit. When the fact of the matter is, they don't care. And part of the problem is that you got a 41-year-old LeBron James and you got Luka Doncic on your team. Luka Doncic could be a fabulous position defender. I've seen him. He could be an awesome position defender. But generally speaking, he's been allowed to be a lazy player. Okay? And when you have those two guys, they want the game to move at their pace. They want what the team does to be what feeds into what they can do. They don't want to get left behind. I saw this years ago with Kobe Bryant, and I saw it again with Magic Johnson. Those two guys, there came a point where Kobe wanted the game to move at his pace because he couldn't move at the other pace anymore. He was past that. You know, as a player, he just couldn't do the other stuff anymore. So he wanted the game to move at his pace. He wanted the offense to feature him. You know, he wasn't going to get the ball off lobs and running off screens and all that other. He wasn't doing that shit anymore. He wanted you to walk the ball up the court, give it to him in the pinch post or some shit, and then let him go to town. That's where Kobe was. By the time Magic Johnson, by the time things ended in LA for Magic Johnson, I'm not talking about when he came back after his first retirement. But by the time things ended in LA for Magic Johnson wanted the whole game to move at his pace. It was no longer showtime. It was slow time. And Magic always had to be in charge. He couldn't just do what was necessary. He was doing what he could do. Look, Luka and LeBron will not play defense as necessary. It's not in them. It's not in their makeup anymore. So Alan Sliwa, I hear what you're saying, but people got to stop acting like they don't know what the answer is. You know what the fucking answer is. And after one game, 2 games, or within a game, right? After 5 3-pointers are given up, it's because they don't care. They're going to tell you they care till the cows come home. But at the end of the day, they don't care. Look, man, let me relate this to something that happened in my life. I got divorced, right? And the woman that divorced me, I was at fault to a certain extent with certain things. So I'm going to tell you one aspect. She would run up credit card bills. And man, this is when we were starting out, and I was struggling, man. I was working as much as I could. I was taking 5 classes on the GI Bill just to collect money. Taking those classes just to collect GI Bill money. It was like my second job. And I was busting my ass, man. And I could not keep up with what this woman was doing. Because in her spare time, she'd go get a credit card. And being in a partnership, I would try to pay off her credit cards. And then, after that happened 2, 3, 4 times, I just had a moment of clarity. I said, you know what? She don't give a fuck. I mean, we get along well. We probably could have made it work. But nevertheless, I had to come to the realization after 3, 4, 5 times, yo, she don't give a fuck. If I have to go work another 2 or 3 jobs, she don't care. Now, when I approached her about this, I said, yo, you don't care if I got to go work. What do you think she told me? I care. I don't want you to go out and work. You know, I messed up. My fault. This, that, and the other. No, but see, that's what she said. But your actions tell you what you value. And the truth is, she didn't care. That's the truth. Something happens to you over and over and over again, and you get burned over and over and over again. And the fan base is yelling at you over and over and over. Play fucking defense. And you don't play defense? Guess what? You don't care. That's what it is. And JJ Redick, and this is what's really going to sound crazy, he doesn't care. He thinks he does. He talks about it. I'm sure he goes over it in practice. And this is going to be my next video, right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, the Lakers don't practice hard. I'm going to tell you that right now. They do not practice hard. You watch a game and you watch the mistakes they make. They don't practice hard. And JJ Redick yells and talks and moves, right? Like he's telling the team to give a shit about deep, but he's not. Because the fact is, if you're not telling Luka, and if you're not telling LeBron, you ain't telling anybody. And I'm telling you guys right now, he ain't telling Luka and he ain't telling LeBron. He may say something to him, he may correct him, but he ain't telling them. Right? You see what I mean? There's a difference. When you speak to someone or speak with someone, and you could say something, but there's a big difference between saying some shit and telling somebody something. He ain't telling them. I'm telling you guys that right now. Another beef I got with Alan Sliwa, what he said tonight. He's sitting here shitting on Gabe Vincent. You guys, go back and look at my video in which I talk about why the hell would you have Nick Smith Jr. playing behind Gabe Vincent? If you want your team to be as good as possible, and Nick Smith Jr. is 21 to Gabe Vincent's 30 or some shit, Nick Smith Jr. is averaging 8-point-something points per game. Gabe Vincent, 4-point-something points. Field goal percentage. Nick Smith Jr. is shooting 5% better from 3 and from 2. Why the fuck wouldn't you have Nick Smith Jr. playing? And this is another thing that Alan Sliwa knows, but he won't say. He's talking all around it. So he thinks he's saying something. But he needs to tell y'all. Look, I don't have the platform. My platform is shit. I don't have the platform. He does. And he won't tell you. He won't say it. You know? I'm sitting here saying it on my little platform, but ain't nobody watching my shit. You know, I'm not tripping about that, but nobody's watching my shit. And what he really needs to say is, why the fuck did Dalton Connect lose minutes to Gabe Vincent last year? That's the $1 million question. You know, I've heard Alan Sliwa, he is one of the worst as far as shitting on Dalton Connect. I've heard him do it many times. You know, Dalton Connect ain't giving us nothing, this, that, and the other. Well, you know what? You don't know what you do to a player when you take away minutes that they earned, minutes they deserve, in order to play someone who is a veteran and making more money. I didn't say they play better. I said they're a veteran and they're making more money. And you do that to Dalton Connect after Dalton Connect was averaging what, 20, 22 points over the first 20, 25 games last year? And you did that to him. Why? Because Gabe Vincent was management signing and Austin Reeves had to play. And you did it to him. You see, Alan Sliwa doesn't understand that what he is saying right now about Gabe Vincent getting paid $11 million and not producing anything is what I was saying to him all fucking year about how Gabe Vincent took Dalton Connect's minutes last year. You see, people keep talking right now about the Lakers not having any assets. The Lakers keep blowing their assets. They keep fucking with their assets. That's the issue. And so now you got Alan Sliwa saying, okay, we ain't got shit to trade, we ain't got nothing to do, we can't make any moves. Well, you fucked up the move that was something. Think about this. Last year, around this time, Dalton Connect stock was worth Herb Jones. Easily. Last year, close to around this time, Dalton Connect's value was worth Herb Jones. That's what I'm going to title this video. Dalton Connect's value was worth Herb Jones at this time last year. And you fucked it up. You fucked it up because Alan Sliwa doesn't understand. He speaks like a company man. He doesn't get it. He speaks like a company man. And because he speaks like a company man and thinks like a company man, a lot of the shit he's saying, he ain't picking up on. The answer is right in front of your fucking face, and you can't see it. He said something. What did he say? He said, yeah, damn, man, I can't think of it. He said something, and it made me think, man, did this cat see one of my... Oh, he was talking about the Lakers' identity, because I made a video about him, telling him, no, the Lakers have an identity, bro. They got an identity. Their identity is to play shit defense and try to outscore you on offense, play a sloppy game, and hope it don't hurt them that much. Hope they could still pull out the victory. That is their identity. Play no defense and hope that you don't play defense either. That is their identity. And then you turn around and wonder, Alan Sliwa was asking, well, how come it seems like all these players come in, they shoot so well against us. It's like they have career nights against us. It's because our identity encourages them to have career nights. That's why. You're going to get any shot you want, no pressure. Take your time. Just go out and be a little bit more disciplined and you'll beat us. You will beat the Lakers. But what I jumped his shit for was he said that the Lakers didn't have an identity. And I made a video maybe 5 or 6 videos ago. Go back and look. I made a video in which I said, no, the Lakers have an identity. And this is what it is. So I'm watching tonight Hoops Talk with Alan Sliwa as he's talking about the Laker game, post-game Laker game. And he's saying, no, I know the Lakers have an identity. It makes me think he may have seen one of my videos. You know? In which I said, yo, your identity is not just the good things you do. Your identity is the shit things you do too. Anyway, y'all, I didn't really want to go on a huge rant. What the Lakers are doing right now, I kind of expect. I thought the Lakers would be better without Austin Reeves, but go back and look at one of my videos because I don't think what's going on with the Lakers is a function of Austin Reeves being out. I don't. I think it's a function of J.J. Redick not improving the team. J.J. Redick not correcting deficiencies. J.J. Redick not encouraging or coaching the team to get better as a team, right? See, we're running the same offense and the same kind of play that we did between games 1 and 10. So now that we're at game 35-40, other teams are growing and we're stagnant. You see, a lot of you guys may think that the Lakers are playing poorly. We're kind of, in a sense, we're kind of playing the same way. See, between games 1 and 10, we were right here. And now between games 10 and 50, we're right here. Whereas between games 1 and 10, the Clippers were down here. And then they started going like this as the season went on. They're getting better and better and better. And I made a comparison to Oklahoma City. So you see, Oklahoma City came in right here, right? It's not necessarily that Oklahoma City came down, but the competition is getting better, better, better. You got to remember, Oklahoma City started at a peak. They started as champions. So to that one person who was saying that the Lakers are nowhere near Oklahoma City, you do grow a little bit of be a little deeper than that. Okay, everyone knows the Lakers aren't Oklahoma City. I'm just comparing how the Lakers came into the season and felt like they did not need to grow. Right? JJ Redick instituted an offense as if that offense was going to be enough for the season. As if having a 750 win percentage validated how your team was playing. What your team does on the court validates how the team is playing, not your record. That's what happened to the Lakers. That is why, at this point in the season, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but it wouldn't matter if Austin Reeves came back or not. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything. It might just make, in my opinion, it may just make things worse, but I mean, the way things are going, I don't see how it could get much worse. Anyway, y'all, this is Pure Uncut Lakers. Please like and subscribe. I'll hit you later.